What's going on, everybody, and welcome to Alana Mix Your Music. Thought I'd make a quick intro video. Don't play with my headphones. Just to, kind of let you guys know what the purpose of this channel is, what we're trying to do. Because right now I think it kind of just looks like I'm trying to be a 27-year-old YouTuber, which that isn't really the case. And making videos is fucking cringy. I can feel my testicles in my throat right now. The overall goal is to be mixing and mastering music on a professional level. No.
Few inches later.
Sorry about that, guys. Alana got a little cranky and was getting a little antsy. You know, stars nowadays, they just can't sit still. But to compensate for her not being in the video, because I know she's kind of the entertainment piece of all this, I'll go ahead and edit some clips of Alana Mix Your Music in this video. You know, the overall goal is to be mixing and mastering music in the next 5 to 10 years. In order to do that, I need to practice, and I need to practice on other people's music. I can't just use my own material. I need to learn how to mix and master different sources, different voices, different instruments. And the only way I really know how to market and get more exposure would be to post content on socials. On top of this, I would love to, kind of make some connections in the industry, people that share the same hobby as me. If I just sit in my room and do it by myself, I'm never gonna be able to grow and expand and do this on a higher level. By doing this, I can read comments and, read other people's thoughts and how they do things, and hopefully sharpen up my craft and improve in some of the areas that I am lacking. One being production. I do make beats and, I do know how to play the piano a little bit, but someday you will find me. I could definitely brush up on that. I focus more on mixing vocals and instruments instead of producing and making beats. Yeah, so some background here. This has, been a hobby of mine for the past 3 years. I've just sort of been doing it in the dark on my own time. I haven't really gone too public with it. I'm also an extremely obsessive person, which is good for mixing because every mixing engineer will kind of tell you that the best mixes come down to the smallest of details. That being said, it can kind of be the death of you in a sense. You're watching constant tutorials and you're constantly reading. You're not actually doing it and you're not actually making the mistakes you need to make. And I ran into that a little bit. My first year I was more watching and learning and reading everything, and sometimes you spend weeks trying to learn how to do a specific technique or whatever it may be, and that technique isn't even noticeable to the average listener. So you're really just spending 2 weeks to increase the decibels on a vocal chain by a couple dB. So I encourage all of you out there that are aspiring to be audio engineers, keep practicing, keep mixing, keep doing, not just watching videos and reading stuff online, because it's really the only way to learn and grow. Yeah. I am personally going to be offering free mixing and mastering. Currently, I don't think I'm going to be doing that forever. If you're looking for somebody that knows what they're doing, feel free to shoot me a message, shoot me a DM on Instagram. I'll link my socials below. Be happy to take a look at your song. Essentially, you're getting thousands of dollars worth of equipment for absolutely free. All you have to do is send me your stems, or if you're in Logic, you can send me your project. I've recently had a couple people send me their music, and I will be probably posting before and afters. I'm not 100% sure yet. Some of the songs were a little explicit, so I don't know if I'm gonna showcase them just yet. Not that I care. You could fart into the mic and I'll mix that. That's perfectly fine with me. I'll do any genre: country, rock, hip-hop. I'm kind of a hip-hop nerd, so that's kind of my bread and butter. But yeah, send me anything you make. You could be, spitting bars in Spanish, or again, farting into the microphone, and I will make that sound beautiful. I'm also going to be posting some tips and tutorials for people who don't just want to send their music out to an engineer. They'd rather learn and, have an understanding of what they're doing. So I'll be putting some, quick tips on my Instagram. I'll be, running through some chains and posting them on YouTube and, all other socials. So stay tuned for that. A little overview of what I'm currently working with. So at the moment, I'm all digital. Unfortunately, I hope, somewhere down the line, I'll get to work on some, real hardware analog gear. That's kind of a dream of mine. But yeah, my interface is an Apollo Twin quad. And for all my UAD users out there, you know how awesome, Universal Audio is. I would say, and I might be biased because I own one, but I would say in terms of emulating the original software models, plugins are better than any other plugin company out there. They're kind of pricey, so it's, you really get what you pay for. They're definitely the closest emulations I've heard. And some of the ones I own a ton of UAD plugins. I have the LA2A collection, the 1176 collection, the Pultec collection, the Fairchild. Oh, I have the APIs, which is probably my favorite EQ to boost high end on. I use a 1073 preamp, which I would say for hip hop vocals, just the perfect amount of saturation on that. I have the Lexicon reverb, the Pure Plate reverb, the EMTs. I have the Vertigo VSM3. I use that on 808s for driving, the bass up a little bit. And yeah, many more for UAD. I have a ton. In terms of waves, I think I own every Waves plugin at the moment, or all the ones that, people normally use. I own the Fab Filter EQ. I think it's the Pro Q3. The Valhalla reverbs. If you're looking for a digital reverb, I own all the Valhalla reverbs. I obviously own the infamous Antares Auto-Tune Pro. So that's another reason to kind of send me your song if you're looking for that auto-tune. I think they charge $300 or $400 for it, so you can just send me your song and you essentially get that for free. I also own all of Soundtoys 5 and many more plugins. So again, if you send me your song, you're essentially getting thousands of dollars worth of gear for absolutely free. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll probably do a studio tour somewhere down the line on here. I'd love to talk with you, help you out. So, drop a like, comment, subscribe, do all that shit. I really was hoping that I never had to say that ever in my life. But apparently I do. But yeah, follow me on Instagram. That's probably going to be where I'm posting most of it. And shoot me a message. Let's talk, baby.